there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marlies and welcome to Marlie Design. Today I'm going to do episode number 5 of my Halloween series, the Halloween Inspiration Box. Go check out episode 1 to 4 if you want to know more about this box. It is all about Halloween inspiration and items that you can make for your journal. So far we made some pockets, large labels or / bookmarks, a journal dangle, and some junk journal inserts. And of course, not to forget the box itself, and on top this scenery. I will put the playlist for this series in my description box below, so you can have an easy click to all the other episodes. What are we going to do today? Out of my Halloween ephemera kit, I have this frame. And from my Halloween fuzzy cut kit, I have these little portraits with, well, yeah, scary skeletons. So I will put them together today to make a little embellishment for inside, like let's say a pocket in your journal or for inside a cute envelope. There are multiple things that you can do with these embellishments. And later on in the video I will also have a second small project for you, so you can get some inspiration for your own Halloween paper craft. Well, let's start! This is what I have so far. So I have the frame, I inked it up, I used the distressed walnut stain distress ink, then I glued the two pieces together, did a crisscross or zigzag stitch around all edges, added a little embellishment on the sides, and gave the whole piece a black backing, because I really like the contrast. Now let's give it a little bit more love and attention. I also made a second one. And the last couple of things that I would like to explain is that, yeah, of course, I've put in an eyelet. I have pushed through a bit of mummy cloth. This is the mummy cloth that we already used in episode 4 on the dangle. I had some leftover pieces and, well, I do not want to throw it away. And to make things like matching and cohesive, use those materials again and again. Then these little pieces, this one, the word silence, the text she vanished into the cobweb. These are all pieces from, let me say it correct, the Tim Holtz Halloween collage strips, those large ones. But I've cut them into the right size so they would fit my frame. And also this frame is out of my own kit, and the witch is from my fuzzy cut kit. One last thing that you could do is do a little bit of splattering on top of your frames. And here are the frames totally finished, including the splattering. I want to move on to our second small project because I really have to be honest. I have to say I'm quite busy this week. I have some workshops going on. I have some supply lists I have to make. I have some rails that I need to finish. And that is besides doing the graphic design, posting all my makes and other content. So yeah, no time to waste. Let's jump right in. In front of me there is one of my file folders, 2 of the larger journal cards, 2 square frames with a vintage photo of a boy and a girl. I already have cut some of the Tim Holtz Halloween collage strips into pieces and into the pieces that I like and I think can bring contrast into my work. I have a leftover piece of one of my own papers, digital papers. First step is to ink up all my papers so I can glue them down. So this is the inside of the file folder. Yeah, it's just like a collage. Gluing pieces of paper and ephemera that you like all together on one page, in this case a file folder. And yeah, I really like to do this. It is so relaxing, you don't have to think about a whole lot, and the things that you have to do with your hands are so easy and simple. I also made another one, and there's also one thing I would like to explain. I have chosen more orange kind of colors because I already had one of those orange papers in my digital kit, and when you keep it all a little bit the same, everything will be easier to match in your journal or your fold-out or your trifold or your flip-flap, flappies, whatever you want to make. And that is also the reason why I chose these flowers. They all have the same color tones. Only thing left to do when you close the envelope, you can see there is a label on top. I want something to be there, so you can think about a remnant wrap or a stamp. So yeah, let me dive into my stash and come back with an idea for that. I found this stamp set. It is from Kathy Holden. It is called Sign Here, and I would like to use 2 of those autographs, maybe a small number. And of course I could also use a stamp on the sides of the label. So yeah, let's try and figure out what we want and how I'm going to do it. And what you could see is that I also did a little bit of splattering with the walnut stain distressing that we already used for all the edges of the papers. So now there's a little bit of staining on top. So this was it for today. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it, got some inspiration out of it, and that this video first of all will bring you joy. Now that these 2 small projects are done, this video is also done. I hope I gave you some inspiration to start something like this, collaging or making frames for yourself. When you like my content, please like, subscribe or comment down below. I would love to hear what you think and if you are going to create this yourself. When you do and you place it on some kind of social media platform, feel free to tag me. I really would love to see what you all create. And like I said before, in the description box will be my playlist for this whole Halloween series, the Halloween inspiration box. There are links for my social platforms so you can follow me and my work. And I have 2 links, one for my coffee shop where you could buy me a coffee. And I have a link for my Etsy store where I sell my digital kits. And besides all that information, I will also list all my materials in the description box. I hope to see you very soon, so stay tuned for our next video. Hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye!